Obusuani kumo o channel so I say AGH Politics Avenue. Podcast or certain and because make headlines na jemre na ide bi exomo. Ani dim nya prakse mo yembonra eye NPP amayuko no asweye na omude adesrade akodan eye European Union. Se kabima men kabia na omunim no ewo Ghana hase no NDC amayuko no baaye no omanwo se monchmonka abem ne senti no se mpo no se wo wakra mpo na aban no afa no asem foforo ye de wakwa kogina emra no na afi no emra enwudi se okasa etia aban no tese omu weaponize free speech we ni free on so at the end of the day omu weaponize big condition ni ade a titu omu NPP amayuko no the senti omu humeti enya asem koto akra in the European Union enkebi emawo mu na we na Kevin Taylor dina no atuma ensem omu de koye no wa Rûbbisｙ enya asem koto akra yemu wansem ni
saying that I don't know what is going on. These people are foolish. Now, now, you see, NPP petitions European Union over alleged growing state-sponsored political persecution, criminalization of free speech, and erosion of democratic freedom in Ghana. Yes, NPP for led by Nanabia or se Baomia Jimmy Baomia Nimyansa Baomia Kanokre. Yes, and there Omunina Shobubrunya Tade. Shasalam Mustafa. We really thank God we are not South Africans. Oh, hey, can go for Jimmy or Ghana too. God, I really thank you for making me a Ghanaian. Hey, I really appreciate you, God, for creating me as a Ghanaian. I am a South African Indian, ya papa, because I will be foolish till I die. Today, the NPP as a political party, they went to see their slave masters. NPP as a political party, they walk to their slave masters, European Union. NPP for the Omo and say, oh, when you make a school or Europe. Oh, NPP there. Omo you now school London oh, I almost slave masters, don't know. NPP went to see their slave masters today. Dear Intino Moko, almost you. Almost person European Union for almost the letter bro petition. Adaya. Almost almost to Ghana, so you can't almost cast a wash on you. You can't cast a wash on you to my tron, you be good crata, so it will be two cardia coma Brunisa onji. European Union for their normal Vanye. No more Mukrom. The atrocities we are seeing in Europe, the indirect racism. Europe. They're using technicalities to clear Africans out of Europe. Don't you see? What can these people do? They can't do shit. These Europeans depend on us Africans to survive. These people. These Europeans you are taking a petition to. They have no control over Africa again. They are done. Their grip on Africa is gone. They don't have any control. So what should they do? So the European Union will want John Mahama now, can they want their tiny country leaders? I am asking you. You people have just lost focus. MPP Mwe Jimmy. So what should the European Union do? We were in this country, Ghana. 8 people were shot. These European Union people were living in Ghana. Didn't they see it? What did they do? We were in this country. These same European Union guys were in Ghana. When you fools gathered criminals, thugs, murderers to go to Ayawaso West Wagon to go and attack Ghanaians. What did these clowns do? What did they do? These people who drink only tea and their teeth are brown, what can they do for you? They have gone to their slave masters to report to them. Oh, don't you remember us? Oh, J.B. Dankwa, he was a snitch. He used to work for the U.S. CIA. He used to give us you. Don't you remember? He was in prison and he came back to take his salary. These are foolish people. NPP are stupid. They are still licking the butt of the white man. So what should they do? What can they do? What should they do? What can they even do? This European Union. What can they do? The NPP, you see, Makacham say, in Tessia report to Ghana, my European Union, Omonia Day. What should they do? A whole lot has happened under you people. What did they do? What can they do? In fact, the issue is, what can they do? They can do foco. And the fact of the case is, they are in Ghana, they are monitoring our politics, they know you people are lying, they know you are liars, because they live through your regime. These European Union guys, they live with Akufo-Addo. They saw what Akufo-Addo did. They saw what you both you did in Ghana. You think these people are stupid? They monitor this country. They know the foolish things you people are doing in Ghana. For the past 8 years, they lived with you people. When you were killing people for power, they saw it. When you were abusing office, they saw it. When you wanted to sell the country's natural resource, they saw it. They saw how Akufo-Addo attacked people, killed people. The freedom of speech was taken off. They saw it. You think they are stupid? All you say right now, they are not also happy under this government. They are very happy. Because what they saw in the past, they were always praying that Ghanaians would be wise enough to kick you people out. So these people, they are not that stupid. Jimmy. Ghana. They were buying fuel with the Ghana Nina. They know Senna fuel and the Akufo-Addo was almost 24. They know a letter. They know that when you people were in power, the dollar was almost 18. They know. They lived with you people. They saw how expensive things were. They saw the arrogance of power. They saw the deliberate abuse of power. They saw the disrespect to the Ghanaian. They saw you people attacking your own people using state security agencies. They saw how you people kidnapped people. They saw the deliberate abuse of power. They saw this. They lived with us. So when they receive these things, they laugh at you people. After you go, they drop it in some trash bin like, these foolish fools. What do they want us to do? That is what they tell you behind you. Jimmy. And I thank God that we Ghanaians are not South Africans. We are well informed, we ask questions, and we know what is at stake. So what should they do? You have reported Ghana to your slave masters. Your slave masters, they are hungry. Let me tell you. These European countries, none of them have one natural resource. They are hungry. They are using their head to eat. They are technically our slaves now. If they don't align with us, they will go hungry. And these people, that is how they are living their life now. These Europeans, they are technically poor. They are technically our slaves. We are not smart to see it. The moment they do not align with us and what we do, and that is what we Africans are missing out. We need to understand that, especially the Europeans, they are slaves to Africans now. Because all these European countries, they have nothing. They cannot rely on their own economies to survive. They can't. Because they don't produce anything. Nothing comes out from there. Their only hope or whatever is sustaining their economies is being partners with Africans. Telling Africans that we can buy your produce. When you grow the food, let us buy them. They are using Africa as their food basket. They are taking our resources to build their factories. They have shit. They have nothing. So with them, the more they align with us, the more they survive. Without us, Europe will collapse. That is a fact. But we Africans are stupid. We don't sit, we don't analyze, we don't look out, we don't check our opponent's weakness. All that we do is when we are hungry and we eat today, we forget everything. We are so stupid. We easily forget things. Short memory Africans. We are stupid. These Europeans especially, you see, the reason why America is powerful and a lot of countries all target America is that America is a combination of states. Countries coming together to form the United States. And when you go to America, there are states that produce food. There are states that produce minerals like oil. There are states that so America can depend on itself. They cannot depend on itself 100%. But when you compare America to other countries, the United States of America can at least 70% to 80% can depend on itself. But these European countries cannot depend on themselves because they have nothing. And instead of us looking out for their weakness and capitalizing on it, our leaders have become stupid. When they see white man, they start to nod. These people, they are hungry. They don't have anything. We need to punch where it hurt. We need to bargain for them to feel the heat. But as usual, you get somebody like Akufo-Addo who thinks that when he wears suit, he's an intelligent man. See Bedietu, see Gabi, see these foolish NPP clowns. Anytime they see white man, they think when they are wearing suit or they wear suit like a white man, they are intelligent. The whites see we are stupid, especially the Europeans. When Akufo-Addo was in power, now Oko Europe has you address it. I say Akokono, I say Achechedie, Shebedietu, I saw Tonwi Zimbabwe. And Kwasia suit be a shomo, Osha Gabi, Osha green socks, white tie. Then the Abrofunu somewhere Jimmy. The white man there in Europe, especially, they have nothing. And African Union, if they want to tackle Africa's problem, they have to first tackle the Europeans. They have to force the Europeans into a corner. The moment they force the Europeans into a corner, leave America, let them be. Because when your bargaining chip is big, you can sit at the big boys' table. That is when you'll be able to sit with the Americans, you can sit with the Australians, you can sit with the Russians on the same table and strike deals. You first need to push the Europeans into a corner. Let it be difficult for them to access what they need. Now, let your bargaining chip be strong. Let them struggle to get your resource. Then after you have control over the Europeans, then you can sit at the table with these boys and tell them what you need. But yeah, Jimmy, these Europeans who have nothing, Poland, UK, Ireland like UK, Scott, like these countries in nine, Ireland, in nine doors to change nipa, in nine, doors to change nipa. Go to these countries. Then we sit in Africa and the AU is so stupid. Sit there, see some dirty white man from Europe and they are bowing to them. Don't bow to these people. If we want to be superpowers too, we want to come to that table for people to, because let me tell you, the fact of the case is Russia is strong. It is self-dependent. America is strong. It is self-dependent. There are other 2 or 3 countries who are very strong. Let us push these Europeans into a corner because they are the hungry ones. They are the ones who depend on us. So we need to start striking deals that will push them in the corner. It will force them to defend. Every day they are attacking, we are defending. Every day they are attacking, we are defending. And these people have nothing. You give this to a European Union, what can they do? These people could not even sit down to eat one, to make sure they rally or do business with one currency. UK says, I want British pound. These people say, well, they don't even know what they want. They don't have anything. These people are hungry. My catch them all. We don't know what we are doing. Africans. The EU, the African Union, they should sit down strategically, circle Europe, and then have a plan towards Europe. Starve them. Be difficult. Just make sure you are starving them. You make it difficult for them. They will fall in line. When they start to fall in line, then you have a bargaining chip. Then you can face the big boys. Then you can sit at the table with the big boys. But we are stupid. Countries like Ireland, Scotland, Italy, where money be they have nothing. We are their spine. France is a country where there's nothing. It is just concrete. France is concrete and river. Concrete throughout France. It is concrete. Then you see the Francophone countries relying on France. They have nothing. Then we sit there and allow these people, let us make Europe our target. Let us target them. You see, let me tell you, the Russians, the Americans, the power boys, they target, they have, you see Russia, you see China, America cannot target China. Russia cannot target China. You know China, they started small. Right now, everybody's scared of them because China had their target. They targeted Africa. Let's go in there. Let's take over. Let's control. It will make our bargaining chip big. Right now, when it comes to Africa, most of the security, depth, whatever they call it, China is also building its own. So then that is when you get your bargaining chip. Don't sit in Africa and say, let me target America. You won't win. Oh, let me target Russia. You won't win. Let me target China. You won't win. Target the Europeans. They are cheap. They are soft. They are already hungry. Take what they have. Then tell them to fall in line. They will fall in line. Then the more they fall in line, you become strong. Inferiority complex. Yehu near the Jimmy, a whole political party picks a petition and go give to European Union. Have they solved their problems? Have they finished solving their own problems? I have been to Europe several times. Oh here. I went to Greece, Corfu. I lived on an island called Corfu. Oh here. I've been to Europe. The UK transit to UK. I've done my transit to one pair. There's nothing enticing about UK. With all due respect to Ghanaians living in the UK. It is cold, it is foggy, it is misty. There's nothing dry in that country. That is a fucking island. With all due respect to you guys. But there's nothing in that country. They are using Ghanaians like slaves there. And the crow to diamond. That is not a place you can make money and be self-sufficient. You can't. By the time you become rich, and these are European countries, they are using humans to survive. They are using people. They are making them work like slaves. Go Europe now. Go to Germany. These are people. They don't have anything they can rely on. Go to Norway, Poland. Massa. We deliberately target them. We analyze them and see what do they need. A dear part of here, when no Africa, Saudi woman 3 months, I didn't obey you. I did woman in Africa, no 6 months. Then we starve them. Starve them. they will start flying in and sitting down and striking deals. That is when the Americans and the Russians and the Chinese will see we are becoming powerful. That is when they will also sit at the table with us. But at this point, across South Africa, the African Union is stupidly sitting there. Nothing. Massa, UK is part of Europe. Obi say, Kevin, UK is not Europe. UK is Europe. It is because of their queen and king nonsense. They don't want to fall under. UK is Europe. It's like telling me Ghana is not part of West Africa. Where is Ghana part of? UK is Europe. United Kingdom is Europe. They have nothing. They are all islands. A crowd to be for train. No appear in 2 hours. No appear in 3 hours. Where you crew? Where you idea will say Shawanso? Ubetu America can say me free California. From DC to California is almost 6 hours on a flight. From Washington DC to California, it's almost 5.5 hours. Coming back is almost 6 hours. DC to California in America, and it's like Ghana to UK. Yeah, that is how big this country is. That is how powerful, how big this nation is. Flying from Washington DC dollars, not even Reagan. Flying from Reagan, Hayano, it is almost 6 hours from Reagan to the West Coast to California. I fly to San Diego all the time. It is not a joke. It is all fly from Ghana to the UK. So leave the Americans alone. They are self-sufficient. Leave them. They know what they are doing. Leave them. Target these people. No European country should come to Ghana and be flexing Ghanaians. European country buying and what Europe and what resources change Ghana. Mention one. None. Even fuel, even petrol. Most European countries don't have the amount of fuel we have in Ghana. It's a fact. Obi said, bro, lower down with the foreign topics. What is foreign topic? A woof war. Bro, lower down with the foreign topics. What foreign topics? Whether you like it or not, America is a superpower. Russia is a superpower. China is a superpower. These European countries, they have nothing for you people. Inferiority complex Africans. There's a time na mini pebi kaso America. Then I think it's only bro ni bi na ye people who said about one of my friends. Na ofre me. Then I saw the Bruni bin a warrior papers. I checked this about 6 years ago. He wanted my advice. And this my friend called me and then on the phone, Boga, we go fit talk. I say, yeah, you know the move I do, where I say, the woman you want marry. Make no talk. I say, make no talk, then go here. I say, but damn. America for, do you know what they spend their money on? Again, America at the Bronx, at Massachusetts, no baby, your paper. Or is American government will sit in a room and listen to you. But damn. You think the American government will set up a system?
We ain't some of the channel, so I'm not so Jim Ray. That's an body that don't be a Romania. You're saying Asia.